Today I will be talking about price strategies and how marketers use these strategies in order to gain the greatest profit from the products that they are introducing out into the market. Starting with the competitive strategy. With this strategy, marketers enter their new products into the market at the same price of other competitors that other competitors have established, and they do this to disemphasize the price of a product, and it actually forces companies to look at the non-price variables that will help increase their sales, since they are not competing over price because the price is the same. An example of non-price variables could be the customer service that is offered to consumers by a company and their employees. They can work to better the customer service offered. As another example is the quality of a product. They can look for ways to better the quality of their product without actually costing them more to make the product. And the quality of a product is really important to customers. It relates to that price quality relationship that exists between products. And the better the quality, the more attention consumers would have to buying this product. This is because a consumer will look to pay the price for the product that has the better quality, not the lower quality. Especially if the price is the same, they would rather pay for the product that has the better quality. And then there is the price skimming strategy, and what this strategy is when marketers introduce a product out into the market but with a relatively higher price than what the competition has established. And marketers do this to products that are unique and to products that they know consumers will purchase regardless of the price. And the way that companies are able to figure this out is because they look to meet a need that consumers have. It could be the need of having the most up-to-date technology or keeping up with the most newest products, and therefore companies look to price their unique products in order to target the people who they know will purchase the product. An example going on right now that I see that could be compared to this strategy is the PS5 right now. Even though it is not actually out on the market yet, it has been advertised out on the market, and it has been introduced to the market in the way that it's being advertised to many consumers. And it's really crazy because even though the PS5 has not physically been out in the market yet, it is actually already out of stock. It is unable to be pre-ordered anymore. I recently tried to pre-order one and they were all out of stock. I was unable to do so. But this just goes to show how many people will buy a product that they might not need but they want. I say this because I know a lot of people who have PS4s and their system works perfectly fine, but they want the PS5 just to stay up to date with the newest technology. And this is what consumers look, this is what companies look to target the consumers who are looking to fill in this need, and this is why they price products at a higher price than the competition, because they know the product is going to be purchased. And the reason they do this is to maximize the amount of profit that they gain from the starting sales of a product while being introduced into the market. They want to maximize that profit, that beginning profit that the product begins to generate. They want to sell as many products as they can at that price in order to get the greatest profit from this product. And this is important to companies because it is what is going to give the life into effect for their product and what is going to help them generate more sales. Then there is the penetrating pricing strategy, and what this strategy is, it becomes a little bit opposite from the price skimming strategy. The penetrating price strategy actually allows for a company to place a price on a product a little bit lower than what the company has established. And this is also a really good strategy for companies to have because it does help increase the sales and the profit of a company. And I say this because the way that companies take advantage of the strategy is that they set the price lower than the competition in order to call consumers' attention. They look to gain recognition with consumers with the product that they are selling in the way that they are selling it at a lower price. So consumers are going to pay more attention to this price and this product because the price is lower. Lower prices attract consumers, and because what a consumer looks to get is the bigger consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is what a consumer gets after purchasing a product, like how much they give and how much they get. They look to get the most out of something without having to give as much. And so companies use this strategy in order to increase the amount of sales that they are having at the moment. And this actually helps increase the profit because since lower prices do attract consumers, more purchases and more sales will happen, increasing the profit. Price reduction is a really good way to keep the interest of consumers in products that a company is selling. And I say this because consumers are always looking to pay less for what they get, regarding back to the consumer surplus. And the higher the price is on a product, the less it attracts a consumer, because if there's the similar product with a lower price, that is the price that they are going to be wanting to pay, the lower price. And it also, like I had said before, it helps increase the sales for companies. Looking into the elements that that companies use in order to change or take effect in the behavior that consumers have regarding the price would be the psychological price. And from what I understood, the psychological price is placed in order to meet a satisfaction of a consumer. For example, instead of pricing at $10 exactly, it'll be priced at $9.95. And some consumers actually prefer the $9.95 price rather than the full $10. Maybe because they feel like they're paying less after taxes or something. I'm not too sure. But consumers use this psychological pricing. No, companies use this psychological pricing on consumers in order to generate and gain more sales. Because if they place a price on a product that consumers are satisfied with, then that product is going to be purchased because that price is satisfying to a consumer. And this is important because it actually helps companies gain sales. And then there is also the promotional strategy that companies use. And the way that companies use this promotional strategy is that they do sales. And sales is a really, really, really it's like attention calling for consumers, because like for me personally, when I see a sale going on in one of my favorite stores, let's say for example Off Broadway shoe store, I know right now they're having a BOGO sale, buy a pair of shoes and then get the other one half off. And that really calls consumers' attention because it gives them an opportunity to gain more than what they are get more out of what they are paying for. So if you buy one full price, you can get the other one half price. You're like paying half the price for one of them. So it increases the sales of a company because it does call the attention of many consumers because they feel like they're getting a better deal out of what they are purchasing. And it's true because it works. I want to go buy some BOGO sale shoes. And companies do this in order to increase their sales also. And I think that is a really cool strategy to have because it does call out consumers' attention, and it does increase the sales for companies. There is also the allowance, and what allowance is, it is similar to what promoting is, the sales. Allowance allows a company to encourage consumers to purchase their products because it offers a relatively lower price, or it offers some sort of discount or a trade-in that encourages a consumer to purchase the product. And this is important to companies because like sales, like a sale, a promotional sale, it helps increase and it helps generate sales, which help generate profit, and that is what companies look for. It is what they are it is what their a goal that they are trying to reach. And companies do this by making their products appealing to consumers. And what I mean by this is that companies look to sell products that will satisfy the need for a certain need or satisfaction that a consumer has. And it has a lot to do, like I had mentioned in the beginning of this video, with the price quality relationship. A consumer will not pay a price that they believe is not worth the quality of a product, but a consumer will pay a price where they believe that the quality of a product being offered is actually what the price is actually worth the price that it is being sold at, or they value the quality of that product, therefore they are willing to pay whatever price it is placed at. I know that for a lot of consumers there is a minimum amount that they are willing to spend and a maximum amount of what they are willing to spend. If a product is relatively has a lower price or cheap, maybe a consumer is gonna be like, oh, I probably won't buy that product because if it has a lower price, it could mean that the quality is not that good. But if a consumer sees that the quality of a product is not the best and the price is really high, they probably won't buy this product either because they don't feel like what they are paying is actually worth what they are getting. And that is really important for consumers to take into account because they have to make sure that the products that they are offering to consumers meet the expectations of the prices that they are placing on these products. And this will help them generate sales because if they price their product appropriately, well, then they will generate sales because they're not trying to over scam consumers, making them pay more for quality that is not worth that price. And offering consumers good quality products also increases the relationship with consumers because it does help increase the way that consumers value the products that are being sold from that company. Therefore, it increases the sales and the profit of that company. This here will wrap up my video, and I really hope that you enjoyed.